Hey gamers, welcome back. It's Mika Pickerel, and today we're reading Am I the Asshole? Let's get right into the readings.
Am I the
How's
asshole
that?
for not telling my parents I was hospitalized for a week to prove a point? I live in another city while my parents, both in their late 50s, still live in my hometown. Did I write this? We actually
Oh
have a
no.
really good relationship overall. I usually fly home every Christmas. We talk often, and there's no major family drama. Brag much.
Yeah.
But there's one thing about them that has always driven me and everyone else in our family insane for years. They are completely careless with their phones. They leave their phones in another room all day, leave them on silent by accident, or forgot to charge them, so their battery dies for an entire day. Sometimes I'll call 5 or 6 times before someone finally answers hours later.
Did I write this?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I do that a lot too. I just it seems like a lot of work, honestly, to charge a phone.
Like they forget to answer my phone all the time.
I've talked to them
Me
about it
being like,
many times. Okay, they emphasize many,
Oh,
many
okay.
times because they don't have a landline, so their cell phones are literally the only reliable way to reach them. Honestly, valid crash out so far. Yes, I understand they come from an older generation and aren't exactly tech savvy. They didn't grow up to attach phones the way younger people did, but they are not that old. And I feel like if your cell phone is your only form of communication, you should at least keep it charged and within hearing distance. Okay, valid. I've told them things like, what if there's an emergency, or what if someone urgently needs to contact you? They always brush it off and act like I'm overreacting.
Wow.
Bro.
Okay.
that is a little bit much, like on the
Yeah.
parents' front, like
You're valid.
Yeah.
especially in like
Oof.
That's not hard.
in
Just click the
today's
button.
age of communication, like
Square up. Last month, I got severe food poisoning and ended up hospitalized for a week. Jesus, hope you're okay. It wasn't life-threatening, but I was pretty miserable. While I was in the hospital, I tried calling both of them multiple times over 2 days.
Oh.
Dude, that's your kid. What the fuck? No answer. One phone was dead, and the other apparently was left somewhere in the house. At that point, I got frustrated and honestly just gave up trying. I don't blame you. That's
Yeah.
so fair. Now, to be fair, I could have contacted my aunt who lives near them, and she absolutely would have told them, but after years of this same issue, I decided not to. Part of me thought maybe this is the only way they'll finally understand why people keep their phones accessible. Yesterday, I was talking to my mom on the phone and casually mentioned, oh yeah, last month I was hospitalized for food poisoning for about a week. She completely freaked out and got really angry that I never told them. I explained I did try to contact them repeatedly, but they didn't answer. She said I still should have called my aunt because this was an emergency. I admitted that I could have done that, but I intentionally didn't because I wanted them to finally realize how irresponsible they are being with their phones. That made her even angrier. She said I used my hospitalization to prove a point and scared them unnecessarily. My dad thinks we're both being stubborn. I honestly didn't think it was that huge of a deal since I recovered fine and it wasn't life-threatening. But now I'm wondering if I took the lesson too far. Am I the asshole?
The woman was too stunned to speak.
No, you're completely understandable.
so
Like,
with this situation, I will say no one is in the right in this. Both are the asshole because one, the parents, that is like crazy, like in this day and age of communication, to basically like rely on like, oh, you should call your aunt. However, to also like never tell them until like a whole month later, oh, I was in the hospital, and to not even like think about contact. Because I will say, it will probably be a wake-up call regardless if your kid is in the hospital.
Yeah.
And, like, that will make them realize, oh,
Yeah.
like, this sucks, we're hearing from the aunt. And, like, with it, like, that can be the wake-up call alone. Like, literally, you don't need, like, anything, like, more. So, like, to go out of your way to be like, I just won't tell them for a solid month. Like, I won't, like, you can tell the parents raised this kid. Like, unironically.
Yeah.
Cause, like, with it, it's the situation of, like, the parents in the wrong, born in their late 50s, like, born in late 50s, stuff like that, like, not even thinking about using phones. My parents, I am adopted myself. My parents are in their 60s right now. They will not do this. Like if I call them and like they will answer within like an hour, but like to not answer, like to not call back like after 2 whole days, that's crazy.
Yeah, I
But
think.
also oh man, that's just insane.
Yeah, I think my whole take on it, in all honesty, is you both kind of suck.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, because on the one hand, from a parental perspective, for someone who has helped raise kids, I'm turning 22, but I've helped raise several kids. I was also a teacher. From that perspective, in my opinion, it shouldn't take you 2 days to answer your kid's phone call. This is the main
Exactly.
thing. It shouldn't take you 2 days. If your kid calls multiple times over 2 days, something's probably wrong. But also, I think if you have a way to contact them, granted it's the aunt, and I don't think that should be the way. I don't think she should be the messenger. I feel like that we're putting stuff more on the aunt here. But I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
we should have like still told her, even if you were upset they didn't answer.
Yeah. And like the thing that like so like I also wonder if OP is like keeping some information from us. I am a little bit like cuz with it
Mhm.
does the parents not have a place of work that you can call? Like do they not have like a
Ah.
landline that you can
They don't.
call?
They said
Oh,
that in
okay,
here. They
okay.
don't have a
They don't have a
landline.
landline. But like still like do they not like just so like for example, my dad is a firefighter.
Mhm.
He sometimes could not have his phone on him because of work and stuff, but we could still call like the fire station and like
Yeah.
get like in contact with him almost immediately.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if OP is like keeping like some information from us because also like over 2 days trying to call them multiple times and them not
Mhm.
answering. I wonder what was also going on that week because again
Well,
like the thing as well.
they also said that they have their phone like on silent. So there is that
Yeah.
as well.
But like
So
the thing that like because 2 days is such a strange like time to never look at your phone. Because
mm,
this would imply like the parents never like had the chance to like look at their phone or never like looked at it or anything like
yeah.
that.
Right now, what it
So
says is one phone was dead and the other apparently was left
yeah.
somewhere in the house.
Yeah, and like with it, like what like was something not also happening? Like cuz my mom is also a pastor. So like with it like she's not available to call all the time.
Mhm.
But like unless she's like super busy, she like will
Mhm.
like at least look at the phone. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's like it's very strange. Like I don't
Mhm.
know. Like I also like worry that OP is like keeping some information from us because also like it could not have been simple food poisoning if you're in the hospital for like a week. Like that is like a severe case of food poisoning.
It does say severe food
Okay. Oh,
poisoning.
okay. I thought she just said food poisoning. Okay, that makes
Now,
a lot more
let's
sense.
go to the comments where the
Oh,
truth
I'm so ready.
lies. OP has offered the following explanation for what they think they might have been the asshole for.
Okay.
I think I might be the asshole because I intentionally chose not to contact my aunt to inform her, but this is what we were talking about.
Okay.
That I was
Yeah. Yeah.
hospitalized,
Like,
even though I know she could have easily reached them. I did it partly to teach them a lesson about never answering or keeping track of their phones. The reason I might be the asshole is because I withheld important information about hospitalization from my parents out of frustration, spite, instead of making sure they knew through another method.
yeah, like with it, like, because at the end of the day, like, some people just can't communicate in like one way or another. Like, my parents can't do text, so
Mhm.
like, I like never, I always call them because they don't do text at all. And if you
Yeah.
know that it is like an issue, like on their end, like,
Mhm.
because again, like the more up there you get, like age-wise, it's harder to learn new things, especially if something like very complicated like a phone. Because for us, it's like the back of our hand.
Yeah.
But like I won't like there were many a times where I had to teach my
Mhm.
parents how to uninstall an app.
So
So
Same
here
with
we
my
go.
grandparents.
Are y'all ready
yeah,
for the
I'm
comments?
so ready. I'm so
Yeah.
ready.
Late 50s is not that old, for fuck's sake. They are just irresponsible. Not the asshole in the
Yeah,
slightest. It isn't your responsibility to try to hunt them down when they're perfectly reasonable way to reach them that they don't care enough to keep track of.
that's fair.
Someone else said, "Yep, my mom is reaching her 70s and she knows how to make Venmo payments and entire social medias. It took her time to learn it, but she did." I was going to say,
Yeah.
my fiance is 54 and he's fine with mobile phones. My dad was 74 and has his mobile phone glued to his side. In fact, he had one of the first available mobile phones that looked like a brick when I was a kid. So that, oh, they're in their 50s and don't know about technology is BS. They just chose not to have their phones on them and don't want to be contactable at that time.
I also wonder what region it is as well, because like it also depends on like location. I think because I grew up in a very like kind of mining town,
Mhm.
and that was kind of like the mentality of a lot of guys, like because they were like the gritty, like we're hardworking farmers, that vibe, and like with it, like although for those people they did get phones like eventually because like it was again communication but I'm just so baffled like you told like the parents like a month later. Like that's like the
Mhm.
craziest part is like, hey mom and dad, by the way, I was in the hospital a month ago for severe food poisoning. Thought you
Mhm.
just should know. Like that's just insane.
You gave up after 2 days, but you were in the hospital for a week. At some point, they saw your missed calls and decided not to check up on you. Not the asshole, but I think the phone thing is just a symptom of a bigger problem. Fair
Yeah,
point.
like Like, that's kind of why I was like, I don't think we're getting like all the information because, like, again, it is like, even if you don't use the phone, 2 days, like, something had to have been like intensely happening on their end.
Not the asshole. Tell your mother maybe next time it will be important that you get in contact with one of them as soon as possible. You won't have the time or opportunity to keep trying again and again to call your aunt or to go to them and wait for them to finally contact you. Instead of getting angry at you, it's time they realize that this isn't about point scoring or protecting their pride, but about them actually being contactable during emergencies. They are failing to do something which could result in grave consequences. You hope that won't ever be the case, but them hoping you are able to jump through several hoops in a row during an emergency because they refuse to look after their phones like most people can manage to is not them acting responsibly. Also fair. My problem is
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
he
like,
admitted he on purposely didn't contact them.
yeah, like that's the thing, like, because the thing that I just realized as well, like, they have to be like a very like tight family. Because if the aunt is able to be called and like immediately contact them, that means they're like probably like neighbors. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I just like am baffled about. So like, I also don't know their relationship with their parents. Like, not everyone
Mhm.
has the same relationship as mine. If I like thought like mentally like, oh, because my parents have done that to me, and I have like chewed them out for it. Where like they
Mhm.
withheld like for reference, my dad, he has a reversed heart. He's getting up there in age. That reverse heart is starting to cause issues. He went to the hospital for it. And my mom did not tell me until a day later. And I was so upset because, like, for all I knew, that could have been like his last moments. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
Uh,
oh my gosh, like,
mhm.
also the late 50s thing is such a weird like thing because yeah,
Yeah.
again, like you could like they could just learn very quickly.
Mm.
But
So someone
I
else
do.
said, "Oh, for
Oh yeah.
Cripe's sake." For thousands of years, we have survived without 24/7 access to each other. If it was a true emergency, you would have contacted your aunt to go get them. Very little is so important that it requires an immediate response. Yes, you feel better knowing you can reach them anytime, anywhere. But for some of us, being on call 24/7 is not the be all and end all of our existence. They have the right to choose how they live, as do you. Give them space, they obviously want.
Like that's kind of like the situation with my dad. Like I don't know about the like give them like that final part is like really like what are you talking about? Like in this day and age, it like have not having a phone is like not having a car. Like
Mhm.
it's a very essential thing.
Okay, so
Uh,
it looks like Reddit's mutual consensus is he isn't the asshole, which
yeah,
fair. However,
yeah,
I stand by my statement that I think he didn't handle it that well. I think he kind of sucks for the way he handled it because that would give a parent a heart attack.
that
Am I
title.
the asshole for calling my daughter's assorted boyfriends Baskin Robbins? All right.
Wait, boyfriends plural.
Yep.
Oh my
Okay, we're
gosh.
Boyfriends.
getting into it today. All right, guys. This is going to be the final story together. Are y'all ready?
Okay.
I'm so
Buckle
ready.
up. Last time I posted here, it was concerning my son Kevin. And to be honest, a lot of you gave really good advice. And I'm very glad to report that Kevin is not only out of that toxic relationship in the end, but he ended up joining the army and did a lot of
Good
growing
job.
up. And honestly, so
Oh
did
hell
I.
yeah.
And he and I have had a very close relationship. And he calls me constantly for dad advice. I couldn't be more proud of him. And
Oh,
he's the man and the man he's become. Aw.
oh,
What's
that's
the
so
Aw.
story of
sweet.
Kevin? I'm gonna have to find it. Next video,
Well,
we will read
oh
it.
man.
Now on to the current situation. Okay,
Oh God.
dad has had a lot going on apparently. Now it's daughter's turn. My youngest daughter, 17 female,
Okay.
we'll call her Sarah, has a
Okay.
Disney princess style romantic side to her. What
Oh,
the fuck does that
that's.
mean?
Oh God, I know what that
Oh,
means.
She wants her
oh.
fairy tale relationship, and just like J.G. Wentworth, she
Who's
wants
that?
it now.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what she wants.
I'm really digging this OP. Like,
Admittedly, she has the example of my wife and I set for her, and we have an absolutely wonderful marriage. My wife is my best friend, and the house is always full of laughter. The problem is, she wants that at 17, which I've tried to tell
You
her
wanna know what
is
she wants?
not a realistic expectation. Okay, Dad? All right, I'm gonna listen to you in full. I'm ready. This desire has led to a veritable string of pseudo boyfriends over the last 2 years.
Oh.
What the fuck is a pseudo boyfriend?
So like they aren't fully like committed to a relationship, but they're still going on dates and stuff.
That's a situationship.
Correct.
yeah.
As a pseudo boyfriend,
However-
like the people who are go like, oh my girlfriend, and they like caress a body pillow. Is that like?
So like, well, I think the pseudo boyfriend is like people who like you look at them and they're like, oh, they're boyfriend and girlfriend, but they aren't like official yet. So like a situationship. But I also think
Don't-
OP's just old because he
Oh.
does have a kid who's in the like military. So
Dude,
he probably just don't knows the term situationship yet.
dude, the next sentence in this is fucking wild. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm
Don't
ready.
ask me for a count because I honestly don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It was enough that I had made a comment to my wife that until one of them actually has 2 brain cells to rub together and sticks around, I'm not
Oh.
going to learn their names because they're all going to be
Oh my-
Baskin Robbins to me since they're
Oh.
the flavor of the week.
Flavor of the week.
So I will say, like at the moment, OP's kind of like starting to toe the line, because like that's kind of like what growing up is like testing out like what relationships work for you
Yeah.
and stuff. And like so like with it, telling the wife that would be like something like me and my fiance would do as like a bit like to each other. But if he like is going to tell her like his daughter this to her face of like your boyfriend is a Baskin Robin of the week. Since like I barely like care, like that's gonna be like, oh
Especially when she's 17. Like that's
yeah, because like I'm
crazy.
gonna be honest, 17 kind of the age that you like start like getting into situationships and like starting
Yeah.
to like tread the waters of that stuff.
I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? That is a crazy fucking sentence. They're the flavor of the week. That's wild to me.
That is a wild one. I will like, but like that also like shows how often she's like bringing home like someone new,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it makes me
Now-
wonder if she has
Mhm.
like a friend group at school. Because if she doesn't, and like it's kind of like the popular vibe, like that might also be why like she's like going through so many boyfriends. Because I know with me,
Mhm.
like when I didn't have like a friend group and like I didn't have like people I want to hang out, I started like going on quote unquote dates, but it was really just me trying to figure out if like I wanted to be friends with the person or not.
Now, I love and adore my daughter. She's incredibly sweet, kind, and has absolutely manic, goofy side to her. She often reminds me of Gilda Radner during her SNL stint. But in matters of the heart and actual love, she has no experience because of her age, and conversations with her regarding it end up in some variation of, you just don't understand, Dad, being thrown out. To my mom and dad, if you ever read this, I'm genuinely sorry for everything I put you through as a teenager. Oh my
Okay,
god.
I won't lie. I was about to say I think OP's forgetting like when they were a teenager, but like that final line of like I'm so sorry about everything because like they're then remembering they went through the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've thought about it too, and I'm like, damn, I was kind of a bitch. It's fine. I told
Yeah.
my Baskin Robbins joke to a friend of mine recently. She got visibly heated and said I was an asshole for this, saying it. Made my daughter out to be some kind of whore, which
Oh.
absolutely blindsided
What?
me. I've
Okay.
always viewed the joke as a reflection of the teenage male experience, not my daughter.
Okay. So with this,
I get that. Yeah.
the asshole here in this situation, because like this is a healthy like family relationship.
I leave it to you. Am I the asshole? Before we read the updates, we
I
are
will-
going to look at the
Oh,
comments
okay.
and give our opinions.
Yeah, and I will say I don't think the asshole that friend though. What is that friend talking about?
But in matters
Yeah.
of the heart and actual love, she has no experience of her age. Yet you're making a joke out of her gaining that sort of experience. That is really valid. What is with this
Yeah.
boomer style shit of simultaneously thinking your kids are naive for not having enough life experience, but also demeaning doing shit to gain that experience? You are the asshole.
I think they completely forgot that they like literally said like, and I quote, "Mom and Dad, I'm so sorry for what I put you through because I put you through the same stuff."
Yeah, it genuinely the joke, while like funny reading it in general context of saying like calling them Baskin Robbins because it's the flavor of the week, it does kind of come off like you are
It-
calling her a whore.
Yeah, no, like it is insane, but like I also like under like from like the male like because like male wise like I kind of told you like how I was dating wise, and that's probably like how the dad's thinking about it of like oh it's just like they're just trying the waters like trying to get like
Yeah.
learning a relationship.
So you are the asshole. I'm with your friend on this. You're commenting on the number of boyfriends your daughter has had, not a reflection of the teenage male experience. I don't even see how referring to your daughter's bows as Baskin Robbins defining the teenage male experience is actually a reference to the number of boyfriends she had, which implies she sleeps around. It's quite common for young teens to have many different relationships. It's part of growing up.
This is true.
Yes, and with it, I won't lie. On the male side, I understand like why it's like the defining teen because with it, guys will make fun of each other constantly for like stuff like this, and like guy friends would do like like what's the flavor, like they would like jokingly be like, oh, what's the flavor of the week with you like this time, like, you know what I mean? And like I grew up in that, so like I guess
We are
yeah, I
gonna
guess it entirely
read
depends.
2 more comments. You're the asshole. Weird they have to ask whether or not you're an asshole for mocking your own child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last one. You're the asshole. Dude, you're not a character in Sex and the City. You're not a sitcom dad. Stop with the terrible jokes and one-liners you would only get away with saying on a bad TV show. Your friend was right. You're being incredibly disrespectful regarding your own child while simultaneously implying she's slutty for dating. You're mocking your own child. You're definitely the asshole.
One thing I'm realizing, so this daughter, right, flavor of the week stuff, she trusts her parents enough to like when she's like in a like situationship, she goes to her parents and tells her.
Yeah.
But like that just shows like the relationship dad and like mom have with their daughter is like it shows like that there's trust there, and like he describes her as like sweet, kind,
Mhm.
manic, goofy side to her. Like with it, like it really just feels like kind of like how like when you're with friends and you joke with friends about like stuff.
I
Kind of like
think
how I was talking. Yeah.
the reality is the joke in of itself, while it seems funny, right? Reading it or content, stuff like that, like it is kind of funny to say because it's so out of the blue. But in actual
Yeah.
context, that would kind of damage your self-esteem because he said it to his wife. If his daughter had overheard it, that could have genuinely hurt
Yeah.
her because it, in a sense, you are jokingly calling your daughter a whore. And
Yeah.
because we're mentioning he's not gonna learn their names, they're just the flavor of the week, that would hurt my self-esteem. I'd be like, damn, like
The thing that I'm now like just realizing is he did this to like a random friend. Like,
he
mind you,
said
like,
it
like
he
we
said
don't.
it to his wife, and then he also repeated it to his friends. He thought it was funny, and the random friend was like, yikes.
Yeah, and like with it, like it also like I think this is one of those situations of like OP, you are the asshole, but not on purpose, if that makes sense.
What about you,
Because like,
Paris? What's your take as a womanly woman?
yeah,
Okay, so flavors of the week is crazy.
it
Crazy
is.
talk. Like, I would not refer to my boyfriends as Baskin ramen, and I've
Yeah.
had several.
Yeah.
Like, and also I don't go to Meyer.
Mhm.
I don't.
All right, let's read the updates. Edit.
I'm so ready. I'm so
Thank you
ready.
for those who gave genuine advice and DMs. This helped me see things in a different light that my brain honestly never considered. Yes, the jokes will be stopping, and yes, a more considered effort will be made to retain
Let's
names.
go.
Good job.
Yay!
You learned.
So
You
so
learned your
so he
lesson.
was the asshole, but like he recognized and he
Yay!
like grew as a man. That is a father
And
right
thank
there.
you for
Realize,
reminding me just how many weird people were on the site. To the dude who is jumping into every comment pointing out that she's technically my stepdaughter, you're freaking weird. Stop being weird and get help.
Oh man, that's a good like response of like, hey man, like you're defending me. You're weird. Get some help.
Edit 2. Man, I
Yeah.
forgot how Redditors can just make up the entire life story and biographies from a post/comment history for a Reddit account I barely use. Y'all need some better hobbies. At least I can admit my failings and work on them. Way too many of you are some bizarre crusado to demonize everyone.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, we don't know like the like full like logistics of their life. That's like the thing. But like from everything like said, asshole just like did not realize
You
they
should
were
have
the
handled
asshole.
the situation a little better.
Yeah.
But the fact that like he's going forward and like making it better and like trying to like be a better person and like seeing it like actively like being able to see it in that new light is such a crazy thing that like some people just can't do. And I
Well,
really respect that.
That was Am I the Asshole? And let us know what you think in the comments below. Because in my opinion, I don't think we've heard a genuinely good person in these situations so far.
Yeah.
The the closest was this one, and
The
it was
closest
really
one
just
was
OP,
Dad
like,
after reflecting.
yeah.
I want to hear
Yeah,
about
'cause-
Kevin.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we'll
no,
find
like,
we will find Kevin's story. And before I leave, to let you know the IRL Am I the Asshole story, I'm gonna tell you it, and then we're gonna end the video, and you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Last night, I, Mika Pickerel,
I'm scared.
Mika Pickerel, 21, female, was driving to pick up my friend. I was picking him up from work when I saw 2 girls standing in front of him. And from afar, I thought it was a mom and a daughter. One was a little taller, one was shorter, and I was like, okay, what's going on? As I pull in closer, I quickly realized they're teenagers, and they look like high school students. And that's when all 3 of them turn to look me in the eyes. The girls give me puppy dog eyes, and he walks up to me and says, Mika. And I was like, they're about to ask me for a ride. And that's when he tells me their friend kicked them out of the car, full stop, about a block and a half down, and told them, get the fuck out. Just got back from swimming. Barely any clothes on. They're shivering. They're shaking. They're still soaking wet. And they told them to get the fuck out. They came to my friend, who is a security guard, and they asked him, can he take them home? Can, help them? He got them an
Oh
Uber.
my gosh.
We were hesitant about the Uber. Maybe we could have dropped them off or followed the Uber, weren't sure. But the Uber ensured that he had cameras recording, and we followed the Uber on the app. If he made a wrong turn, we were going to help the kids.
Yeah.
I made them laugh and tried to lighten their day. It was 10:30 at night, and I was like, on a school night? And one of the girls yelled back, I know! And I was
Oh
like,
my
that is
gosh.
some friend. The other girl, quotation marks, went friend. So they made it home safe, luckily. But our question to you guys is the friend the asshole? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
He is the complete.
because like even if you get upset at someone, like if something like happened in the car and you were upset, like take them home and drop them off and like have that be the end of it. But I think it's a legit crime stranding people
This
like
is not a
that.
movie. You can't just leave out for somewhere and I'll be like, oh, you're on your own.
What they reported was that he kicked them out by saying, get out, and sped off with no context. The
Yeah,
girls
like-
made it home safe, and we're happy. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.